Antoinette, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Bigsy. How are you going?
Okay.
Oh, that's good. I was just listening to you just before. You were talking about making sure that we're maximising our vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, full disclosure, I'm actually a member with a party called the Australian Progressives. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't. Tell us.
No. Well, they're actually a minor party in Australia. You've probably already discussed the fact that the government have tried to shut down minor parties recently by increasing the membership minimum.
Yes. Now, for people who don't know, the membership minimum used to be, 500? And
It used to be 500, yeah.
They've dumped it up to, 1,500 now?
Yeah. Basically, they've tripled what we need to have.
Yeah. And I presume that was bipartisan, as in both the major parties backing it.
Both the major parties backed it. Look, it's not 100% a bad thing. It is going to help keep out people that are just in there just to have a bit of a joke or aren't 100% serious, and therefore other people are going to waste their vote voting for them when there's no intention for them to go through. So it's not 100% a bad thing. But the problem now is that the parties that are serious about it and want to represent the people are having trouble getting across the line. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my group, which is Australian Progressives. So you can go to progressives.org.au to have a look at our policies. But there's also like Vote Planet, Animal Justice, the Science Party, the Trans Party, the Indigenous Party, and Child Protection Party, and they all need to get across that line. I think a lot of people don't realise the difference between voting for a party and being a member of a party. So basically we need the members on board so that we can be on the ballot, so you have that choice to vote for us.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because at the moment, Clive Palmer's claiming that they've got 50,000 members or something, but they don't have to. They don't have to pay anything to be a member. They just,
yeah, exactly.
They just have to click on something on the website. They don't have to pay anything.
Exactly. And who knows how true that is, actually. But at the moment, a lot of parties are free because we're trying to get those numbers up just so that we can get represented. So it's more of a, if you want to support the party with funds, then donating would be great, but by all means, get your name on that member line so that we can be on the ballot for you as a choice. Because as we know, I mean, we want to get this government out, but look, Labor just need to be held to account. They just need someone there pushing them to do better and do better. They're great, but they could be better. And those minor parties will be in there representing you and just pushing for a better government.
Well, Antoinette, I would like to see both the major parties vote drop to the point where, I mean, even at the moment, realistically, neither of them get anywhere near half the vote that's cast. So neither of them can claim any sort of mandate at all. And I really think, and I keep seeing this in messages and letters to various people, there is a groundswell looking for smaller parties and independents. People are genuinely pissed off with the duopoly.
Yeah.
So
exactly. But you need to engage. You need to be that member to help those parties get across the line.
Well, that's right. That's right. It's all very well to be pissed off with the duopoly. What are you going to do about that? Seek out. Seek out.
Yes.
And
exactly.
And join. And the Australian Progressives will be one of many groups. Parties who will be looking for your vote, and the website is progressives.org.au,
and we need the members first, Briggsy, before we get the vote, so we need members on there ASAP. We've got till December to get up to that increased number. So you were talking earlier about someone having trouble with renting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Progressives are aware that we want to address poverty. Poverty is a policy choice. They're letting it keep going. We don't need to have poverty. We could get rid of it very easily if they wanted to. One of the things that we want to do to address it is to get rid of negative gearing. People should be treating housing as shelter. It should not be your trust fund for your retirement.
Well, it's an excellent policy, and Labor took it to the last election, and because they lost, they seem to think that's one of the reasons and promptly dropped it, which is a gutless move. I still think it's a worthwhile policy, but we'll be interested, those of us who are looking for those alternatives, we will be looking at the various parties' policies, and we'll be looking at their how to vote cards to see where their preferences want to go, and that'll give us some idea of where to put our valuable vote, I think. So good luck, Antoinette and the Australian Progressives. I hope you get over the line, and as the election gets nearer, give us a yell and tell us how you're doing.
Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.